high rank logbait guide to help you at 9,000 trophies. The closer you are to 9,000 trophies, the more 2.6s you're going to burst, so here's a guide on how to beat 2.6 using this logbait deck. To start off this game, my first hand did not have a goblin barrel in it, which means I had to wait for my opponent to play the first card and start off on defense. Last video I went over a pretty important defensive rule for logbait. The biggest rule for defense on logbait is if it's a beatdown deck that you're versing, play the princess in the back, and if it's a cycle deck, then play your princess at the bridge.
Let's go.
In versing 2.6, it's more important to keep your cannon alive than your princess, and primarily you want to be using your princess to get chip damage on the tower. Also, all throughout your game against 2.6, you're going to have scrappy defenses like this, and it's just because his cycle is too fast for you to always have a cannon. And here I make my first mistake by putting my princess down low. When versing 2.6, trick barrels and weird placements are always pretty good because he's rocking double spell, and a lot of the times he can be going too fast to actually see the barrel placement. Against 2.6, you want to play your cannon one tile higher, otherwise you'll be able to fireball your cannon and your tower. Once again, I make a mistake here by putting my princess down low, and look what happens. The reason I don't rock it in this situation is because we don't have enough chip damage on his tower, so I want to try and use troops so that we can possibly get a counter push. Now that it's double elixir, we can spend slightly more on defense and get away with it. I'm not even going to say anything about this one. This late into the game, we need to start making desperate pushes to get damage because we're down like over 1,000. We need to start making a comeback. The only reason this game's close in the first place is because I keep cycling my princess too low and my cannon too low as well. Finally, for once, I cycle my princess at the bridge and we get some chip damage. Once we get into triple elixir, it's time to start rocket cycling his tower because we're in desperate need of damage. But just make sure that we play defense first and then rocket. If a hog rider gets on your tower, that's basically GG's. Just stay focused on defense and you should be fine. Rocket cycling also makes them nervous and makes them be desperate for damage as well, which is ultimately why we won this game. We pressure him into making bad plays and then our goblin barrel just takes a tower in the end. If you want any breakdown